Does the Israeli government allow an international force to take control of the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound? The Al-Aqsa Mosque is a sacred place for us Muslims because it is our first Qibla and the place where the Messenger of God ascended to heaven. Therefore, it is a super important place for Muslims, the third most important city. It seems that the Israeli regime is not seeking a peace plan in Palestine. Rather, they are doing everything possible to Judaize Jerusalem in order to eliminate the presence of Muslims in the Holy Land. Ultra-Orthodox fanatic groups like Gush Emunim, which are a modern manifestation of medieval Jewish fanatics with the slogan "Kill Arabs, kill all Arabs." They are the ones behind all of this. Although it was not formally established as an organization until 1974, following the Yom Kippur War, these Gush Emunim, among other fanatics, are a movement of right-wing Orthodox Jewish activists in Israel. They are committed to the establishment of Jewish settlements in the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and the Golan Heights. They have a plan for the reconquest of all the Holy Land, which means eliminating all Palestinians in the Holy Land. Included in their plan is the elimination of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Gush Emunim emerged from the conquests of Gush Emunim during the Six-Day War in 1967, promoting the Jewish settlement of the land based on the belief that, according to the Torah, God gave it to the Jewish people. Although Gush Emunim no longer officially exists today, remnants of its influence remain in Israeli politics and society. They are closely associated and were very influential in the National Religious Party. Today they refer to themselves and the Israeli media and as Neumani, Eretz Israel, meaning those who are loyal, faithful to the land of Israel. They also have a close relationship with the Jewish Agency. They and their successors have successfully attracted billions of US dollars for the construction and support of settlements. The truth is that this group is behind the Israeli army, behind many Israeli politicians, and since their founding in 1974, the number of settlers living in the West Bank has grown from nearly zero in 1974 to approximately 440,000 in 2019. The truth is that the number of settlements as of 2020 stands at 132, and the number of illegal settlements is 135. All of this is supported by these fanatic groups. Members and supporters of Gush Emunim have also become members of the Knesset, the party, and among many Israeli parties that are already closely related to the settlers. Parties such as Tehiyah, Tesomet, National, Union, and more recently, Gush Emunim. They are examples of political parties that have had members of Gush Emunim, these fanatics, in the Knesset, and have played a vital role in the governing coalitions. Their promotion of the divine promise of the land of Israel to the Jewish people, the supremacy of the Torah over the government of the majority, and the supreme holiness of the land above all, have led to an increase in Friday night sermons by Orthodox rabbis in the synagogues of Israel. This has seen manifestations of second and third generation of the movement's ideology in organizations such as the Kahane Chai Party and Haitop Yot, which have committed acts of violence against Palestinians in these areas. Gush Emunim has also been very successful in its ability to promote its members in the Zionist religious units of the Israel Defense Forces. The Hesters have a particular place within the structure of the Israeli armed forces are seen as highly motivated soldiers due to the religious education they received within the settlements and their commitment to Israel. Religious Zionists, those fanatics, see participation in the Israeli army as a national and religious duty. At the end of the 1990s, many of these soldiers gathered in Israel. With religious motivations, they reached high-level leadership positions, and all of this makes them think that they must take all the Holy Land as a religious duty. From 2000 to 2014, national religious representation in the Officer Training Corps has increased from 15% to 42%. The legacy of Gush Emunim has created a culture of violence within Israeli society. The rise of the religious right and the ideology it defends within Israeli society represents a greater threat to the social dynamics of that regime and will increase the Arab-Israeli conflict. We do not believe that the Zionist state can eliminate this form of extremism in the pursuit of peace in the occupied territories, so the only solution is the resistance of the Palestinian people.